Marine archaeologists recently removed the remains of a nearly 500-year-old Elizabethan-era ship discovered in the bottom of a quarry lake approximately 1,000 feet from the Kent County coast in southern England. Recent tests have confirmed the ship was constructed from wood harvested sometime between the years 1558 and 1580, which proves the unknown ship was built during the reign of Queen Elizabeth I, 1558 to 1603. The well-preserved timbers of the Tudor period vessel were first discovered in April 2022 during dredging operations carried out by CEMEX UK, a construction materials supply company that has access to the Kent County quarry on the Dungeness Headland. Realizing they'd found something important, CEMEX officials alerted the Kent County Council, which in turn contacted Historic England to report the find. The preservationist organization put the council in touch with Wessex Archaeology, while also supplying emergency funding to support excavation work at the quarry site. The Wessex archaeologists aren't sure if the ship was wrecked at its current location in the 16th century, when the English Channel headland and its quarry may have been submerged under the ocean. It's equally possible that the ship was simply abandoned in the quarry lake when it had outlived its usefulness. A much closer examination of the ship's timbers will be required to determine its condition at the time it reached its current location. At this point, it is impossible to identify the ship by name. Nevertheless, it is still an extraordinary find. To find a late 16th century ship preserved in the sediment of a quarry was an unexpected but very welcome find indeed, exclaimed marine archaeologist Andrea Hamill in a Wessex Archaeology press release. The ship has the potential to tell us so much about a period where we have little surviving evidence of shipbuilding, but yet was such a great period of change in ship construction and seafaring. Very few 16th century vessels have survived or been recovered, despite it being an active time in British seafaring history. Trade expanded dramatically during the Elizabethan-era, and the English Channel served as a major route for ships moving through the region. The English Channel was used by English trading ships that sailed up and down the Atlantic coastline of Western Europe during this period. An archaeological treasure to be preserved for the ages. Overall, there is still much that remains unknown about shipbuilding practices and shipping along the English Channel coast from the Tudor period and from the Elizabethan-era specifically. As researchers continue their work on the newly discovered ship, this situation should change for the better. The remains of this ship are really significant, helping us to understand not only the vessel itself, but the wider landscape of shipbuilding and trade in this dynamic period, stated Anthony Firth, the head of Marine Heritage Strategy at Historic England. CEMEX staff deserve our thanks for recognizing that this unexpected discovery is something special and for seeking archaeological assistance. Wessex archaeologists have been carefully examining the recovered timbers, using laser scanning and digital photography to make a record of their discoveries. Once this work is complete, the plan is to rebury the timbers in the quarry lake, where the silt will help keep them preserved indefinitely. The story of the recovery of the ultra-rare Elizabethan-era ship was featured on the January 1st episode of the BBC Two television program, Digging for Britain.